know the things that God's done in my life. Growing up for 18 years, I always knew that there was something missing in my life. I had a great family, great home, lots of friends. I was safe and secure in my family. But then my brother-in-law came to me and he spoke to me about Jesus and how he transformed his life. At that point, something just jumped inside me. I didn't know what it was. And then I decided to give my heart to Christ. And from that point on, my life changed. I feel at peace. I have wholeness. I feel secure. And it's undeniable, you know. God gives us everything we need, like right down to the last dollar. He provides just when we need it, and he hears our prayers, and he's heard many of my prayers, and he's answered them every single time. So
Jesus has been incredibly important in my life, all my life, but I think my amazing change of knowing his miraculous work in our lives, when our 6-year-old grandson had this inoperable tumour that there was no hope for him, and my son and daughter-in-law just going to do it God's way in healing, and we now have a 21-year-old grandson who's perfectly well. But he's just an amazing God who loves people, and we just want to share that love. Yeah.
Well, a couple of years ago, my little girl, she actually grew up with anaphylactic responses to a whole lot of stuff. She was very limited in what she could actually eat. And someone prayed for her, and God supernaturally healed her. It certainly had a profound impact upon her capacity to trust in what God could do. It's impacted me in my capacity to trust God in what He is able to do.
God took me from a person who didn't know where they were going, who was just wandering through life aimlessly, to actually having purpose and direction and knowing who I am and actually being confident, and He's just totally transformed me, given me a reason to live.
I've always believed in God. I just never really understood the Christian experience or what it's like to be in a relationship with God, and about a year ago I got baptised. It was time to give my life to God, so yeah, here I am.
When I first come to the Lord, I wasn't sure if God was real, and I cried out to the Lord, I need your help. Over probably about 2 weeks or so, as I gave my heart to the Lord, I got a vision of my brother having chest cancer, all through his chest, which was, I didn't know he had chest cancer, but when I got home to ring up, he was in the middle of a 10-hour operation, and they rang back and after 3 hours couldn't find any. Completely gone. So I thought, yes, I can't deny you anymore. Quickly after that, lots of little miracles happened. I had sleep apnea, I stopped breathing at night time, and all that was healed. It was just incredible.
Okay, so about 15 months ago I was an atheist, and since God's entered my life, He's healed me of flashbacks from post-traumatic stress disorder. He's healed me of being a celiac, lactose intolerant. He's healed my heart from brokenness, and now I experience real relationships, deep relationships with people, and I have freedom in my life now. I used to live with bitterness in my heart and resentment in my heart, and now I'm free to live a life of joy and happiness and peace and everything that Jesus and God promises us, and everything that a good dad would want for his children, and that's what I enjoy every single day. And there's just no way that I would ever go back to life without Jesus Christ.
So we have 4 children, and when our 4th was conceived, I guess, we went in for our normal 20-week scan, and they explained to us that 2 parts of the baby's brain was missing, and obviously that was completely devastating for us at the time. So we went and sought a little bit of advice from our paediatrician, and at that point they recommended that we terminate the baby. And as a Christian, obviously we don't believe in abortion or terminating early pregnancy. So 6 weeks went by, and we went in for the next lot of scans at Monash, and when about halfway through the scan, the guy was looking at it, and he's looking back at the paperwork from the previous scans, looked at the new stuff that was happening on the screen, and said to us, well, I don't see anything wrong with this baby. Those 2 areas in the brain that were missing are there, and I really can't explain it. So that's our story. God can perform miracles today, and it's just amazing that we were able to be a part of that.